Hola mis queridos, ¿cómo estás, mi amo Alicia? Hello my kittens, how are you? My name is Austin, and today we're playing Nancy Drew, Labyrinth of Lies Collector's Edition. Yes sirree, we are back in it again. So, if you're actually not familiar with the differences between the Collector's Edition and the regular game, let me actually tell you. Her Interactive likes to make things just a little bit difficult for us, and that's basically to give us a challenge. We Nancy Drew fans like a challenge, so the only way you can get the Collector's Edition is to pre-order it, and this is before the game is publicly released. And what is on the Collector's Edition mainly depends if Nancy has a cell phone in the game, because everything is on the cell phone. What you get are phone charms, minigames, and random texts from a certain someone. And that certain someone is usually Ned Nickerson, and if not, it's her friends Bess and George, or Frank and Joe Hardy, and sometimes there's a combination of Ned with one of those four people. It's an interesting combination, it's an interesting conversation. You'd have to play the other Nancy Drew games to know what I'm talking about. I don't really know how to fully explain it. There is one information I would love to tell you. Her Interactive bases all their video games off the Nancy Drew book series, and the book series has been going on since 1930. Labyrinth of Lies is based off the book The Greek Symbol Mystery, and I will be saying this book title multiple times because from my research I actually found that there are 5 different book covers, meaning there are 5 different versions for revised stories of the original book. It's insane. I can't remember if I have a physical copy or not, but there is a way to get a copy yourself, and I'm not going to tell you that until the end of the video. I'm not even going to tell you what the book is about until the end of the video, because honestly, I like to do my book versus game comparison at the end of the video. Of course, doing it at the beginning of the video pretty much spoils the game a little bit, and I don't want to do that to you all. So I believe in the previous video, we actually got to explore the arts room that we found in the underworld. In fact, I didn't find an easier way, but I figured out how to use the fingerprint lock on my own without cheating, which is awesome. Normally when it comes to fingerprint locks like that, I just can't handle it and I end up cheating. This one I didn't. I swear to you all, I did not cheat. Anywho, in this video, we're actually going to be focusing on, I always forget her name. I'm just going to say Persephone. I know her character name in the play is Persephone, but I can't remember her actual character name is. I actually really do encourage you to, again, I'm digressing here, but I really do encourage you all to check out the Greek Symbol Mystery here. Like I said, I will be able to tell you all how to get a copy yourself at the end of the video. Basically what we're going to be doing in this video is checking out those jigsaw puzzles that are on Persephone's tablet. I'm not going to say iPad because I'm sure that's the incorrect term for it. I'm just going to say tablet as a generic thing. And now let me get into the 2 things that I need to tell you all before we get into the game. 1, if anything in this video does not look familiar, it is because you have not been keeping up. Please check the description box below. There's the previous video as well as the playlist. I recommend the playlist because it will have everything that I've done so far with Nancy Drew the Labyrinth of Lies. And the second thing that I wanted to point out is that with every single Nancy Drew game, there are 2, name it 2, detective levels to choose from when you start a new game. There's Amateur Sleuth and then there's Master Sleuth. With Amateur, you get regular puzzles, hints available, and detailed task list. With Master Sleuth, there's more challenging puzzles, no hints, and basic task list. Now before game number 28, Ghost of Thornton Hall, basic task list meant no task list whatsoever. There was only one thing on there and it says, I am a senior detective or master detective. I don't need a task list. You just check that off and you're done for the rest of the game. However, Her Interactive likes to update their game engine up until the newest game, Midnight in Salem. Their newest updates occurred with game number 27, The Deadly Device, but they added 2 new features to the updates in game number 28, Ghost of Thornton Hall, and those 2 new features happen to be the Fast Combo feature, and the second feature is the hint system. That hint system is actually attached to a specific achievement in the awards room, and that is the spoiler-free achievement. That is actually tied to the hints as well. That is basically what is referring to the task list with the hint system. And I actually checked it myself, the basic task list, there actually is a task list. It's not as detailed as it is in Amateur, but it's pure and simple. you actually do get a task list. I actually really like it, and I look forward to this year when I get to play game number 28 and so forth, excluding Midnight Salem, on Master Detective, because all the other Master Sleuth games I will probably end up doing live streams on. I need a task list to focus if I'm going to do a playlist, because if I stop at any point, I'm going to forget what I'm going to be doing in the next video. I mean, I could look at my surroundings and see what I have in my inventory, but I'm still going to have no clue what I'm supposed to be doing next. So, anyway, that's about it. Let's go ahead and get into the game. Alright, so. And the reason why I want to do all of these jigsaw puzzles is because, one, not only will it give us an achievement, but it will also help us with some of the things that we have to do with Providence. And if I remember, it does lock into place if it's the correct. There we go. Let's do these first, as it will help things a little bit easier. This here. And I'm missing 2 corner pieces. There's one. There's one. Okay. Alright. And now, for our tiny little entertainment. There actually should be one piece that has a tiny bit of yellow. There we go. And another, actually there should be 2. Right, I forgot to tell you, right-clicking will put it back into its... Actually, is there a face at all? Because I think I know where it goes. Booyah. I mean, at this point, we can just do deductive reasoning, do every single spot. Oh, that's the guy's back. Yeah, that makes sense. Wait, does that guy have a tail? How did I not notice that? Wait, how many hands does this guy have?
Done.
Oh, mosaic tiles. Oh my freaking gosh. Okay. Oh my gosh. Mosaic tiles, they're the worst. So I guess with this one, the best way we can do it is the black lines at the top and bottom. There we go. It does tell you if it's a bottom or top piece, because there's no way to rotate them. That's confirmed. Because it's so easy to spot. That is the top piece. That is the top piece. Okay, so with the sky, it's a bit difficult to tell where they go. Okay. Oh, so that brown piece, where's that? Okay, so you go here. And you go here. Okay, so there should be a piece where I see part of a face. Yep, there it is. There it is. That goes there. Okay. Oh yeah.
All done.
That guy from Phantom Venice would be proud of us. This is definitely a picture of some sort. There we go. Oh, that slipped, but it worked. All right. Oh. I literally picked the worst time to record because, well, I mean, I didn't necessarily pick the worst time to record. It's just if I had known how long I was going to record, I wouldn't have picked this specific time. Oy. What? Oh, duh. Yeah, there we go. Yep. Nope, nope, right there. Got it.
Done.
We literally have like 3 more to do. And I actually do know that another alarm is going to go off on my iPad pretty soon. So the question is, should I stop here or should I keep going? I'm worried that if I step away from this, we might not be able to get back to it again. And the way I'm going to be cutting this in the video, this is going to be like a super short video. So, So here's the hints. You know what? I should just go ahead and talk about the hint system here. We do have an Easter egg. The hint system here refers to the, I'm actually surprised that Persephone hasn't nagged at us yet. Here's how the hint system works. Basically, you get one thing. One hint. And it starts off like this. It's a box that says I need hint. You click on it and it gives you one simple hint like this here. And once you get to a certain point in the game, there's a chance that it could give you a second hint like this here. And if you're still stumped and you want another hint, you can go ahead and click it. Just as long as it doesn't have a box with red words in it that say I need a solution. That is your last resort. Because if you're trying to get that spoiler-free achievement, you do not want to use that solution hint. Because this is how it works. The spoiler-free achievement, either play the game on Master Detective, or play it on Amateur, and there's the freaking alarm, and use the hint system, just not the red solution box. Here's the thing though, sometimes it doesn't give you a second hint. And if that's the case, and you're still stuck, you're either too far behind in the game or too far ahead. Just go ahead and play the game as normal as you normally do. Check your inventory, talk to everyone. At that point, hopefully you'll be able to understand the hint more and you'll be able to complete that task. And that's basically how everything works. And if you didn't notice, once you click it, it works like a solution box. And I'm actually... Oh, that's the workshop alarm. And we already looked at that. We already finished that. I'm not gonna click on the anything on the task list, because I'm pretty sure the reason why I'm kind of rushing this right now, or trying to figure out whether to stop the video or not, is because there are 2 different games that I'm kind of focusing on besides Labyrinth of Lies right now, just because of their timed events. Oi. I mean, I'm fine with the events on My Little Pony. I'm actually ahead on there. The catch here is the other one. I needed to get that done within the hour, or I'm not going to be able to help out the team that I'm in. Oi. So I think I'm just going to do one more puzzle, even though it's probably going to take me at least 5-6 more minutes. Let's look at it. Oh. I'm not familiar with this. Oh wait, I think I am. This one is super difficult. Oh my gosh. The freaking horses. And this. Okay. It kinda. You kinda need to depend on the capes and the outfits on this. Ugh, so frustrating. Ah! The curvature of these is just so freaking weird. Ugh, I want to skip this one. This one, I'm definitely just doing this system. Granted, it's not the quickest way to complete the puzzle, but I want to get this done. That works. Here's another of the same shade. Hey, that works. I know this is part of a horse, but is it the rearing horse or is it the... Because I know there's like 2 horses in this, maybe 3. Ha! Random click. Seriously. You know, I had the strangest dream this morning of... Well, I shouldn't say it was this morning. It was the day I recorded this video, I should say. The morning I recorded this video, I had the strangest dream. I kind of want to tell you about it, just because I gotta remember the shading. So the dream I had revolves on dogs. I mean it, it revolves on dogs. So what happens is that this dog kind of raised well, I guess. I mean, he's found as a pup, and you know, he's given a good home. He doesn't get well fed as while he's being raised. And he's get passed on from house to house, family to family. And his current owner is actually a relatively nice woman. Oddly enough, she just doesn't give the dog enough attention. And eventually, like, her female dog gets pregnant. I never got to observe how that happened. And got to see the weird happenstance of how the birth of her pups happened. Ends up having like about 10 pups, I think, which is nice. Good for her. And it makes the owner so freaking happy and kind of falls in love with her own, you know, dog so much that she just kind of ignores the other 2 dogs that she owns, including the one that I've been kind of watching, observing. It's just sad, you know, because they're not getting the right attention and it's making them sad and depressed, basically. And the one that I've been watching is like, what the heck is this? And oddly enough, I can actually hear these dogs talking too. The 2 male dogs that I've been watching. And the dog that I've been watching is like, I shouldn't have to tolerate this. This woman is not giving me the attention that I want. Has been giving that female dog all the attention. I want to leave. Is basically his general assumption, his idea. And so his idea of leaving is to be a bad dog. And so somehow he manages to delete photos of his owner's daughter on her laptop. And so the owner's like, bad dog, and puts him in the front yard with the other male dog that she owns. And he's like, well, this is weird, because he's never been punished. And he's like, oh, is this what it's like to be out in the front yard without a leash? This is interesting. I like it. What's interesting is that he's adamant in like feeling hurt, feeling betrayed on not getting enough attention, you know. And so he decides to poop in the yard, which, you know, is a natural thing for a dog. And so the other dog is like, hey, dude, why are you doing this? You realize you need to move your poop, you know? And I was like, what am I supposed to do with it? I don't know anything about picking up poop. He's like, eat it. You eat your poop. And he's like, gross, that's like the grossest thing. And his friend's like, yeah, well, that's pretty much how it works, man. And he's like, no. Hey, if it doesn't matter, man, you can do it. And you're
All
gonna
done.
get punished for it anyway. You can get kicked out of the house. He's like, wait, kicked out of the house? I'm already outside of the house. I can just leave. And so he does. He actually just decides to walk away from the house without a care in the world, not caring about what his owner thinks. And then up comes this pickup truck, I guess, and this couple just sees the dog walking away. The couple actually literally sees the dog leaving the yard. The woman sees him and she's like, that's such a handsome dog. Were you leaving your yard? And the dog actually understands her, so he's like cocks his head. He is like, yeah, I'm leaving. I don't want to be with my owner. He looks at his former house and gives the impression like he's about to poop. This is like freaking hilarious, man. And she gets the idea that he doesn't like his owner. She's like, oh, you're literally running away from your owner, aren't you? And the dog nods and starts walking away. And she's like, wait, you understand me? The whole concept of this is just plain weird. You know what? I think I'm just gonna go ahead and stop here because I want to finish explaining this dream. No, resume, main menu. Save again. So what's interesting is that after talking to the dog and even talking to her boyfriend, she's like, hey, are you up for adopting a dog? And he seems like he wants to run away. And the owner's like, well, we aren't going to be having a child anytime soon because we know we don't want one because of our jobs, And she's like, okay, we're doing it then. At that point, the dog has already hopped into the back of their pickup truck and they heard it too. They're like, oh, well, welcome to the family. It's like the cutest thing. At this point, the owner actually decides to come outside, check on our dogs, and she realizes that one of them is missing. She's like, where's the other one? And she sees the dog in the back of the pickup truck, and she's like, hey, wait, you're stealing my dog. And the couple is like, no, we're not stealing it. The dog willingly jumped into our truck. The female of the couple actually decided to have a conversation with her, tried to figure out what was going on with the actual family. And she learns, that the owner was not giving the dog enough attention. And even finds out, the owner wasn't even giving him enough treats, wasn't giving him enough walks. And the woman was pretty much insulted that the dog wasn't being taken care of. Boyfriend was basically, was like, okay, we're leaving before my girlfriend starts yelling at her even more. And they just drive off. And meanwhile, the owner is just standing there crying her eyes out. I should be laughing at this, but the situation, karma can just hit you real bad. Well, I have been talking for quite a while already. I know I didn't really do much in the video. Basically, all we did were puzzles. I do apologize about that. I just kind of got focused on the distraction of my limited time event game and my dream. Seriously, dreams are so weird sometimes. What kind of dreams do you get? Comment down below. I'm actually fully interested in dreams. I'm actually kind of obsessed with dreams. Oddly enough, since I was 9, and I try not to tell this secret just because not very many people are able to do this. I think I might be one of the rare people that can do it. I always thought that I could lucid dream, but relatively within the past year or two, I found out the only way you can do lucid dreaming is if you're in a deep sleep. That can't be right considering what I've been able to do does not involve deep sleeping. So ever since I was 9, I've been able to actively dream. It's crazy. I love this ability and I take it to a whole new different level with so many different dream worlds. I mean, I've created so many different dream worlds. I actually can create dream worlds and I have so many of them just because I have such a huge imagination, especially with the kind of books that I've been writing for these past 4 years. Actually, I don't know if it's in my description box. I have a Discord server now. Right now, the only people who are in my Discord server are those who are into the adults kind of rating. I'm saying adult kind because I don't want to say the E word. For those adults who are watching, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so let's stop talking about dreams now. I need to get to the point of how you're able to get a copy of your own for the Greek symbol mystery. And I believe that's number 60 in the main series. And the main series is basically the OG, the series that started in 1930. So the Greek symbol mystery, you can actually get a copy of your own on a website called openlibrary.org. There is a direct link of that in the description box below. And this open library is basically your local library online. You're able to get 5 books at a time, and if you're going to get a 6th book, you actually do have to return one of those 5 books. You're able to have the 5 books for 14 days, 2 weeks at a time, and the only hitch is that you got to create an account. That's it. An open library, like I said, is your local library. There are so many different books. There are so many Nancy Drew books. You can explore all you want, get whatever Nancy Drew books that you've been wanting to read. You don't even have to look up Nancy Drew books. You can look up other genres, like sci-fi, fantasy, romance. Okay, so I think that's going to be it, everyone. I got to get going. I love you all so much, and I will talk to you all in the next video, which will be Midnight in Salem Part 3. Hopefully I can actually get the game to run a little bit smoother this time. And on that note, I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, smash that like button like a kitten would. And if you're just now tuning into this channel, go ahead and click that ugly red subscribe button, make it that beautiful gray, as well as that bell icon right next to it. That will notify you of all the videos that I do, which are on Tuesdays and Thursdays, as well as Sundays, and even Wednesdays, which are late videos, and vlogs, which rarely happen. And I hope you all have a great morning, afternoon, evening, or night, wherever you are in the world. I am Sweet Rascally Rabbit, saying goodbye. Stay awesome and stay on YouTube! Think of the happiest thoughts.